Viren, if I could quickly come to you first, a big win, of course, for Team India. But would you say that what makes it extra special is the fact that they've beaten Pakistan? That, of course, always makes the fans cheer a little bit extra.
Yeah, of course. It's always great to be to beat Pakistan. The rivalry goes back many years. It's a famed rivalry. It's intense, and the boys really deserve the victory. They played well throughout the tournament. They were consistent throughout the tournament. They had a little bit of a blip in the final where they raced to a 2-0 lead. They allowed Pakistan to come back, but then they showed good composure in the final, as also in the semi-final when they equalized against Korea in the last 5 minutes. So overall, the Indians did well to retain their supremacy in Asia. If you remember, we are the current Asian Games champions. There are some tough teams there like Pakistan, Korea and Malaysia. And like Oltmans said, it's good to win in Asia. Now we need to win at world level tournaments.
Viren, of course, India remaining unbeaten in the tournament and going on to win the title. What, according to you, was the most impressive thing about Team India? Would you say it was the strategies they employed, the fitness levels that were on display, the skills, or something else?
Quite a few things have impressed me in this particular tournament. One, as I mentioned in my initial statement, the composure of the team. In previous tournaments in past years, we have lost our composure at crucial stages. In the semi-final, we were down 2-1 against Korea with just 5 minutes to go. We equalized and then won in penalty strokes. A year against Pakistan in the final, we played really well at the start, had a major loss of concentration, and we allowed Pakistan to get back. But again, we kept our calm and won eventually 3-2. So composure and maturity of the team is a great sign. Secondly, it was good to see Akash Chikte having a good tournament. He played two matches. He played against Malaysia in the league phase, and he was outstanding in that match. And he was decently good in the final under pressure against Pakistan. That was good to see. It was also good to see a little bit of the bench strength like Affan, Yousuf, Devinder Valmiki, Lalit Upadhyay also having a good tournament. You must realize that India has won this tournament without some of our veteran players like Raghunath, SV Sunil, Manpreet Singh, very key players in the Indian team. So it's good to see Oltmans giving many players the opportunity to play in important tournaments.
How big an impact has Roelant Oltmans had ever since he was promoted from high performance director to coach in 2015? How big an impact has he had on Indian hockey?
There is no doubt in my mind that Oltmans is one of the top 3 best coaches in the world. He's the right man for the job for Indian hockey. We should do everything possible to ensure that he stays for another 4 years to keep continuity, to keep consistency. If you look at the last 5 or 6 Olympics, immediately after the Olympics, we have always sacked the coach. So, continuity is important. He's done a wonderful job over the last 1 year as head coach of the team. Not just as head coach, but before that also he's been technical director. He knows the Indian players well. He knows the Indian system well. In fact, when I was playing, and I played at the 2004 Athens Olympics, Oltmans was the coach of Pakistan. And in fact, he's the only coach in world hockey to have coached both Pakistan and India. And he had done a wonderful job with the Pakistan team at that point of time. So there's no doubt that we should do everything to retain him. I think the kind of strategy, the kind of ball possession that he's brought about within the Indian team, the composure, the maturity, the strategy with which they are approaching major matches. It's always good to see, and I would like to see Oltmans continuing with the Indian team.
All right, I'm glad you're saying that, Viren, because we've seen so much chopping and changing, especially when it comes to the Indian hockey coach in recent times. Oltmans' contract, of course, extended till 2020, and you're saying that he should stick around till the next Olympics. One final question, Viren, and that is a point that you yourself brought up initially. We are, of course, definitely an Asian force to reckon with when it comes to hockey, but what about when it comes to challenging the European giants or even someone like Australia? What does the future of Indian hockey look like?
I think the future is really looking up. In fact, congratulations to the Indian men's junior team that won the 5 nation tournaments in Valencia. We've got the Junior World Cup coming up also in December in India. So let's hope that the Indian juniors do well. We must focus on our bench strength. We must focus on juniors. I think the coaching is one aspect that we must improve in the country, especially at grassroots level hockey. And I think Oltmans has a big role to play over there. He must ensure that over the next 5 years, we have 20 world-class coaches who are Indian and who are coaching at domestic hockey. Only then can we really challenge for world titles, when we have a steady stream of world-class players being pushed into the Indian squad. And I believe that if Argentina can win an Olympic gold medal and if Belgium can come to the finals, surely India can also win an Olympic medal.